evening, everyone. Welcome to the America Sports Connection. I'm your host, the one and only Joey Railroads. I'm here with my buddy Ryan Ennis. How you doing, bud?
Doing pretty well, man. How about yourself?
Good. I'll be glad when this goddamn humidity breaks tomorrow.
It was nice in New York today. It wasn't too bad.
Dude, it's like a freaking steam bath here. Like, you just go outside and it, like, sucks the life out of you.
Yeah, I know that heat. We've actually been lucky. It hasn't been super, super hot like the last couple weeks.
Oh, dude, I went to an indie show last night that I go to regularly, and they don't have air. They just, like, open the hatch because it's their training school. So, like, I sweated off 5 pounds.
There you go.
So it's like a win-win for everybody.
Yeah, you should do some yoga, and it'd be like a hot yoga place.
Yeah, there you go.
Hot yoga and wrestling. Just get fucking Kevin Matthews involved.
Yes, I fully support this. Now, for those that are unaware, this is actually some breaking news stuff, because I'm fairly certain either Global Force is taped on a delay, or, I don't know if they're live. But,
I think they're taped.
This is some breaking news. Get the ticker tape out. Apparently, Jim Cornette signed with them, and he's going to be on air talent now.
Well, I mean, I don't know how much it's going to help. It depends on what they're going to do with them, but, I don't know. I mean, it'll be interesting.
Yeah, well, you said his name alone is going to garner at least, like, curiosity,
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's still a pretty big figurehead down south, like, as far as in down south wrestling. I mean...
Yeah.
So it's like, if they're trying to get bigger, I mean, like, you may need to kind of pick and choose your markets. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where they tend to
run like
tour.
A tour,
Exactly.
or be more southern areas, you'd bring him in as opposed to, you know what I mean?
Vince Russo?
Yeah. It'll be
They should have a
interesting to
Vince
say the
Russo Jim
least.
Cornette cage match.
What's that?
They should have a Vince Russo cage match with Jim Cornette.
Yeah, there you go. And all the money goes to charity.
Well, my name is Ryan, but I could change it for charity. My idea, my money. Book it.
Yeah, there you go. Book that shit. With that, I wanted to get that out of the way before we started, because I literally just saw it right before we went to get on, and I said, holy shit, that I wasn't expecting that.
And they're also supposed to crown a new champion of some, because they stripped Del Rio because of his domestic.
Yeah. They're having like a 20-man, like, gauntlet or battle royal, I think it was called, and whoever wins is going to be the new champion.
I mean, it'll be interesting to see what happens. I have no idea where they're going to go. I just hope it's not Lashley again. I've been trying to follow it because Kevin and Mario and Fala and stuff, but it's not bad. It's not like WWE bad.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's not WWE. So
I'm the
it's
same
like,
way. I really try to follow because, like, I know, like, Desmond Xavier's on there. Because tonight, I think, is the finals of the X Cup.
I think so, too.
And the Chris brothers are debuting tonight as OVE, which will be interesting. Like, I know a lot of people there, so I try to, like, keep up just to, like, see those guys succeed.
Yeah, I have a hard time remembering to watch it to begin with.
Honestly, and I tell people this and they laugh, I mute my television when I watch it. I cannot. Their commentary is fucking horrible.
Yeah. I can't disagree with that.
Because, like, we've talked about this before. I've really tried to listen to, like, their stuff, but Josh Matthews really just rubs me the wrong way.
I didn't like him in WWE. I didn't like his very marky storytelling.
Yes. His voice is just annoying.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I think times have changed because I've been listening because I got New Japan World.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been listening to a lot of stuff that like had Jim Ross on it, and I'm like, I don't want to hear Jim Ross say anything other than Stone Cold, Stone Cold. I don't want to hear him fucking pronouncing Japanese names.
Dude,
He can't.
And, I mean, I respect Jim Ross, but like, he just like butchers some of that stuff, man.
All of that stuff. He doesn't know who half the fucking talent is. All his shit with Kenny Omega not being the Bullet Club leader. It's like there is no beef going on. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Because he's talking about like who's the real leader of Bullet Club? Like, there's only one leader of Bullet Club. Like, I didn't know that there was this storyline going. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, JR?
Yeah, I understand what you mean, dude. All right.
And I think also like he was doing the commentary for like the woman's thing, and one thing he said that stuck out to me was he was introducing Katie, whatever her name is, the Scottish chick.
Yeah.
And he's like, whatever that means, and it's like you obviously don't know what it means. Like, so why are you discounting it? Like,
Yeah,
you're
you're
not
just
adding
being like a
credibility.
smart ass.
It was like the something generation, the dirty generation.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And it's like, what are you talking about, bro?
And Jim,
I don't know.
Jim in our chat says, I guess JR's just because it's a payday.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel bad his wife died, but I don't think he should be gifted all of this, like, stuff just because
Oh, I feel bad too, and how do I want to say this without sounding like a jerk?
No.
It's like he's just throwing himself into his work to, like, kind of keep himself busy, you know?
No, that's, I understand that, but it's like, care about your work then. I mean, don't just take paydays.
No, I understand that completely. All right, well, let's change the subject here. What did you think of the go-home show of Monday Night Raw?
I don't think it was terrible, but again, I can't really think of anything that stood out as, oh my god, this is great. I mean, I enjoyed SmackDown a hell of a lot more. But that's usually the case. You mean to
tell me you're not a fucking Shield mark and marked out when fucking Ambrose and Rollins did their little fist pound?
Lots of people were. I mean, like, that was a big thing, but I don't give a flying fuck.
Yeah,
I never
no,
liked
and
the Shield
I'm not
with.
like discrediting people that got excited, but I was never a Shield fan, like, ever. I didn't get it. So I was just like, okay, if that's what makes you happy.
I mean, I did like both of them, but...
Oh, yeah, I like them, but it's like, to me, the Shield is just, okay. Like, and you've known this for years. I always thought the Wyatt family was far more interesting than the Shield.
But that's also because you look like Bray Wyatt.
Well, yeah, that too.
But, yeah, I mean... Interesting thing is that I believe it's Ambrose, if Ambrose wins the title, he becomes a Grand Slam champion.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not sure about Seth because Seth hasn't held the IC title as far as I remember.
And yeah, he has not.
And that's basically like the be all end all for like the
that's
three.
That's the workers title.
It used to be the workers title. It was when we grew up.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
but
they're
yeah,
trying nowadays with Miz, but
the Miz. Well, you've loved the Miz since like Jump Street.
I've liked the Miz since before he became world champion the first time. Like I may have like broken my computer desk jumping up with my knees when he cashed in and won because. There was angry Miz girl, and I was happy Miz boy.
Lance actually said he was a fan of the Shield over the Wyatts. He hated the Wyatts when they originally debuted.
I personally didn't really care for either of them, but if I had to pick, like, I thought the Shield was cool at the time, but I think it got old very quickly.
Maybe it was just because, like, the Wyatt family was different. Like, it wasn't so, like, cookie cutter from what we've, like, seen, you know?
Everybody likes whomever they like for whatever reason. So I mean,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
because I
probably
think,
because when I saw them for the first time, it reminded me of the Devil's Rejects.
and is that something you enjoy?
Yeah, that Rob Zombie movie.
I've never seen that, so I don't do horror,
Oh,
and I
okay.
do.
Yeah,
I
I'm a
do
bit
even less
that.
Rob Zombie horror.
That's probably why I'm a big horror movie buff. And that totally makes sense now. I will say this: I didn't like the Sasha Banks Nia Jax match.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny how they had Nia squashing her, and then now they have her tap out to Sasha.
Yeah, it was just weird.
I mean, I feel bad for Bayley, but it's like, I think if you look at the booking of Sasha Banks the last couple, like say like the last month, it just makes no sense.
No. And I don't know, 'cause I haven't heard like a definitive timeline, but I heard like Bayley needs surgery and she could be out as long as like WrestleMania.
Well, as somebody who is very intimately familiar with shoulder injuries,
Yeah.
if she goes to see the doctor I had, is a good chance she may be ready by like Royal Rumble 2025.
Oh wow.
Because if I ever get back to work, it'll be a miracle. But yeah, no, I mean, shoulders are the trickiest, so I don't think they have a timeline.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that I've learned is doctors can't predict how you're gonna heal, especially with the shoulder, because I think it has 270 degrees of natural rotation, and then there's so many tendons and ligaments and stuff that keep it in place. So you never know.
Yeah, this is an interesting comparison. Lance says here, not to vary off topic, but he thought that the Wyatts were clones. That Bray Wyatt, here's a very old school one.
Yes.
He
yes.
thought Bray was Waylon Mercy, and Harper was Bruiser Brody, and that Rowan was Nails.
I don't know. They're kind of like the fucking Bushwhackers 2017.
But like 7 feet tall.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the Shield because they were like a little bit different. Like we hadn't had a 3-man team in a while, because I'm pretty sure they were before the Wyatts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
they
then
were.
The Wyatts, like, I mean, I never got it with Bray. I mean, I thought Bray was cool, but it was just like, I hate your fucking promos because you're not saying anything. You're just saying a whole bunch of spooky shit.
He's just rambling. I will
And
say one thing I could tell you that I've been hating on Raw, and I wish they would just decide what they're gonna do. And I feel bad because like I originally liked them, and thank you WWE Creative for making me hate them now. Is this fucking Enzo, Big Show, and Cass thing?
I don't know if Kaz was a genius or if he was fucking just so fucking flustered the other day trying to.
I think he was flustered.
Oh, he has no talent, so.
The other thing that I was like didn't understand, and I want your opinion on, is them having 2 of the SummerSlam matches that are supposed to happen this coming Sunday on Raw.
It could. I don't know, because I mean, like, I took a look at the card and it's like there's so many fucking matches.
Yeah, there's like 12 matches.
But like, what I don't get is like we said before, the Intercontinental title is supposed to be the working man's title. It's now not even being defended, and its champion, its holder, is in a triple threat match with, I think it's the Hardys and Jason Jordan versus the Miz and the Miztourage.
Let me double check real quick.
I'm positive it was announced today.
I gotta see this to believe it, because if let me see. Hang on a second, because I'm looking at the matches now. Jesus God, they're up to like 13.
And that's without the. Well, yeah, no, that's including the Tozawa match.
Yeah, you're right. They pulled an Onita.
I don't know what that means.
Onita was supposed to come to the States and wrestle one-on-one last week, and he wrestled one-on-one for about 6 minutes, 7 minutes, and then they turned it into a 6-man.
I mean, did anybody really expect a 70-year-old hardcore guy to really wrestle?
Apparently so, because there was a lot of angry, like, keyboard warriors. But, oh well. What I was going to say, dude, is, because they have Neville and Tozawa on the pre-show, if doing that match on Raw got them the time that they did, and they're just going to get, you know, like 8 minutes or whatever on the pre-show, then I'm fine that they did it on Raw. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I understand fully.
Because I thought it was a good match, and Tozawa actually got a pretty good pop when he won.
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised by how much of a pop he got.
Me too.
I also think that people are just tired of fucking Neville.
I thought it was that, and then I'm like, wow, are the people starting to get really behind the cruisers? And then I'm like, nah, it's probably just they like him, you know?
I have no idea what it is. It could be either or, but no, I know what you're saying.
And in case people didn't know, I didn't know this, Bray Wyatt is apparently joining the Brood now.
Yeah, we found that out Monday. I was like, when did the Wyatt family become Brood 2.0?
Yeah, dude, that was fucking weird.
Oh, they needed some stupid excuse for fucking Baylor to have his fucking demon gimmick.
Well, and the match itself was kind of like until the last like couple minutes, but it was I was kind of shocked that they had Bray beat him clean.
Yeah, fucking WWE doesn't know what they're doing.
Well, and the other thing I hated, and people say, oh, you don't mean hate. Yes, I hated that they announced that the demon is coming. Like, why in God's name would you do that? Like, surprise everyone.
Well, because they see it as a major selling point.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Like, surprise me. You know what I mean?
And from what I heard, their sales haven't been that good. Like, yes, it's sold out, but they're mostly resellers. Apparently, there's a lot of tickets still available for both NXT and for SummerSlam.
Interesting.
I mean, the fucking show has been trash.
Yeah. I agree with you, dude. And, you know, not... how was I going to say this? Like, a halfway decent go-home show is not going to... Oh, my God, I got to go get tickets. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, and I just think the whole demon, like, it's nothing. It's him wearing body paint. I mean, I understand if they're trying to be like Muda, but it's not like Muda. Muda had a different moveset. Muda was different when he had on the fucking gimmick.
He was... And I'm not trying to say this guy isn't, because he's good in his own right, but Muda was special. He was different.
Exactly, yeah. There was something about Muda that people wanted to see.
Mm-hmm. I'll never forget. I saw him, and I mentioned this before, I saw him in like 94 when he wrestled Steve Austin, and I was just I wanted to see more of him ever since that match, so I tried to find anything and everything he was on, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
yeah,
I agree with you. I mean, Balor's like solid in the ring, but I don't see like he has the wow factor to me.
To me, he's just another indie guy who only got famous because of his, like, I don't remember him, like, having 5-star matches before anything. I mean, like, he's not a bad worker, but he got this fucking thing that like he was like this amazing worker, and it's like, I'm sorry, that's just not the case.
Well, honestly, he does like a lot of drop kicks.
Yeah, I mean, he does a lot of flippy do shit. I mean, but look at Omega Okada. That's not. I mean, that's not really what you would consider flippy do.
No, I mean they do like one here and there, but not like, you know, base an entire match around it.
It's not parkour.
Yeah, that's fair. Now, we talked about this the next morning, and I laughed about it. I said, you know, well, at least me. I said, you know, you've been to a lot of indie shows. When you start counting the guys around the ring that are independent workers that are security guys.
Yeah. Yeah, you brought that to my attention with Moff, and then I'm like, I know this guy, I know that guy, here's another guy, oh shit, that's Alex Reynolds.
Well, you would know this. Dan Moff has a very, like, recognizable, like, body type and face.
Yeah, I didn't realize how... Dan Moff's a big man.
He's a scary man.
Dan Moff was a midget compared to everybody else.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't mean that to say he's small. I mean that to say, look how much bigger all of these other guys are.
Yeah.
I see Dan Moff, and I see a guy that in a million years, I would never want to be on the wrong side of legitimately.
Yeah, that guy is frightening.
And then I see Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman, and I'm like, well, if I got to knuckle up with anybody, here I come, Moff. Because it's just like, he's a huge man. Those other people are gigantic.
Yeah.
Like, how do you get that big without being like actual Viking, which whatchamacallit may actually be, maybe a Tennessee Viking.
Yeah. Hey, Ryan, Jim in the chat brings up a good point. He says the sling blade that Balor does, he's like, what is that shit? How is that a signature move?
Yeah, especially when fucking Seth Rollins is the exact same thing.
Yeah, usually they have, like, guys, if one guy does it, it's like, hey, don't do that. You know what I mean?
I mean, and look, his finishing move is him jumping off the top rope and stepping on you. I get it looks cool. I get that. I really do. But it's just like, if you're wrestling another cruiserweight, I understand. You're not doing that to Brock Lesnar and winning. That's not believable. A guy who can throw Mark Henry and the Big Show around isn't going to lose a 200-pound man who should rightfully be in the cruiserweight division if you're going to go by body weight.
Yeah.
Jumping off the top rope and stepping on him. That and his, like, the drop kick into the corner, like why is that a gimmick move?
Well, and people don't realize, dude, he's older than both of us.
Is he?
He's 36.
Wow, Balor's not as young as I thought. But then, I mean, like, I know he's a veteran. Again, I'm not taking anything away from the guy. I don't see the hype behind him.
And this is the thing. He just started using that double foot stomp as his finisher in the E because there was a bunch of different ones he used on the independents.
Yeah.
Because I looked it up now just for the hell of it, and it said here's some different finishers he used to use. Was a lifting single underhook DDT, a Fujiwara armbar, a fireman's carry double knee gut buster.
Yeah.
Lifting.
I forget what the hell the name of that move is.
Prince's Throne.
What the actual move is, not.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. I mean, it's just a gut buster. It's I forget who does the similar move. Because I just seen it on WWE TV this week.
Yeah. There's someone that does it.
But yeah, it's.
Isn't it Owens?
No, because it's like a reverse lumbar check.
I got you.
It starts off like an AA, and then it just goes into like a chest buster.
I know exactly what you're talking about now.
Yeah, so I mean, it's Maybe because he can't pick up half the guys. I mean, like, he wouldn't be able to get Braun in something like that.
Yeah,
Like, that's
no.
a problem. You got a guy his size working with larger guys, and yes, they can work, but
that's
but
why
in-
I would have gave him a submission finisher.
yeah, but submission finishers. I mean, I agree. I agree fully. I love submission finishers. I just
mean
think,
because of his size, it's easier to pull off. You know what I mean?
I don't think you can promote a champion like that with a submission finisher. It's not one of those oh shit moves. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could be wrong, but it's a guy his size. You want something big and flashy, like oh, he's settling on a submission hold. Like, I don't know if you can make merchandise out of that.
That's a fair point. But I gotta tell you, dude, now that we got off track, was the main event segment was cool to have the little like showdown at the end with Lesnar and Strowman.
Yeah, but again, here I'm gonna be a cynical fuck. One move each, and both Roman and Joe are out of the equation for that whole segment.
No, I know what you mean.
It's like, way to go, like, trying to make this guy look strong. I mean, for lack of a better term, either of them.
It was like
what, a fucking punch to the face, and the other one took a spear, and then that was it.
It's almost like it was like a test to see if the fans were gonna like react to it. Him and Lesnar like squaring off like that to say, okay, this is something we're gonna do down the line.
Well, you notice that they never actually touched?
Nope. And I love that.
Yeah, that's very old school.
Like the most you saw was like Lesnar like lunging over trying to like hit him, and you couldn't tell if he hit him or not.
Make people pay for that.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's what I miss about wrestling, because like where you, like you said, you didn't have the guy's touch. Make it like mean something.
Yeah, when they finally do get their hands on each other, it's like, oh shit, like we didn't just see this. We didn't see Brock hit an F5 and leave him just laying there.
Yeah.
Perfect example of it done right, like, and long term. Look at the G1. Fucking Kenny Omega finally hit the One Wing Angel on Okada and beat him after 3 matches of not being able to.
And it wasn't even for the title.
Nope. But it made sense. All I have to do is hit you with this move. Same thing what they're doing right now with Asuka and Ember Moon with the Eclipse. All I have to do is hit the Eclipse.
It makes sense, because it's like, all I got to do is hit this and you're done.
That's how it was in the 80s and the 90s. You saw Jake the Snake twist his hand around, and you knew if he hit that DDT, that motherfucker wasn't getting up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what finishing moves need to be nowadays.
It makes it special.
Yeah. Like, oh shit, if he hits this, can he avoid it? Oh shit, can he? But now it's like, if you know that there's a chance he's gonna kick out, then I don't know. I just think it's shitty storytelling.
No, I agree in that sense. All right, now what did you think of the Go Home show? Excuse me, for SmackDown this week?
I think it was interesting. I think that's the word that I'm gonna use, because I don't think it was a good or bad show. I think it was interesting because everybody's idea. No. I don't think it was a bad show at all. I mean, I just think that this did so much because everybody knew how the main event, not the main event, but everybody knew how the John Cena match was, not John Cena, the world title match was going to end before that ended. Everybody said the same thing. Nakamura's going to win, Corbin's going to cash in.
Yep.
Now everybody's like, wait, maybe we don't know what's going to happen now.
And now WWE gave you a big fuck you.
And now it's more like, maybe we do have to watch this now.
That's actually very smart the way they did it, because now it's like, holy shit, I don't know, like you said, I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, and this can actually be good for Baron, because now this can make him meaner. Did you notice he had new theme?
Yes.
So, I mean, like, that's very Aleister Blackish. It's very, I don't know, like, I try to think of a word, but I don't know. Did you get that? It was kind of like satanic in a way.
Yeah.
It was more than just heavy metal.
Like, it sounds like evil.
Yeah.
That's the best way I could explain it. Lance would probably know that because he's into all that, like, you know, the Slayer and all that shit.
I thought you were too.
I am too, but I meant, you know, just to get someone else's opinion, because that's how I felt.
I was like, oh, this is interesting. I mean, certainly better than the shit they've been trying with Kaz.
Yeah, Lance said it was Slayer-ish.
Yeah. I was like, all right. Like, I mean, and like, you just give him a darker demeanor, get away from the whole lone wolf gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and one thing I'm gonna say here, they gotta fucking stop with your artist known as Shinsuke Nakamura.
I hate it.
Bro, it makes my skin crawl. Like, what's he an artist of? What happened to King of Strong Style?
Yeah.
I mean, they
like,
may not actually own the rights to that, though.
I hate it because it's like Vince has to put his own little fuck spin on everything.
Why can't he just be Shinsuke Nakamura? And what the fuck up with Elias?
I know. It started.
Bro, that's a gimmick going nowhere. That's a guy that you're gonna see future endeavor. You're gonna see him at your local indies in the next six to 12 months.
And the dude's gonna get paid like good money to do it.
Absolutely. I think it was you who told me a fun fact about all the people who lost the Money in the Bank contract all had to do with Cena in some way, shape, or form.
Yes.
I don't know if that was you or my other friend Mike told me that.
No,
I was
it's
like, holy
true.
shit.
Because
Cena was the first.
I'm trying to think. RVD beat Cena with when he cashed in.
The three that would never cash in successfully was Cena, Sandow, and Corbin.
Yes.
Sandow lost against Cena.
Yeah.
Corbin was involved with Cena, and then Cena is just John Cena. He lost.
Yeah,
So
he
they
lost. He tried to cash in and he lost.
So yeah, those three all have to do with Cena in some way, shape, or form. Cena holding everybody back, including himself.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to make one point that if Ric Flair dies, yeah, I don't want him to. I can rest assured Cena's never going to break that record.
Yeah.
If they have any plans for Cena to break that record soon and Ric Flair dies, they're not breaking that record. Then
I even think with Flair and bad health, I have a feeling Cena would be like, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I think it would be tacky. I think it would be a bad move. Because
Yeah, it would be in poor taste.
Yeah, because wrestling isn't real. They're not really winning the belt. Would it be awesome if it was real and it was like UFC? Yeah. But the fact that someone's choosing that, I think is in terrible taste.
Well, I wouldn't have a problem with it if like Flair was in good health and like Cena won it and like Flair came out and like raised his hand or gave him a hug or, you know, something cool like that.
Records are meant to be broken. I fully expect it to be broken at some point.
Yeah.
I just don't see it happening right after, you know, potential death.
No, I agree with you. You know who else I enjoyed was the Rusev Gable match. I think they have good chemistry.
I seriously think fucking Gable is going to be a future world champion if the right people get behind him.
He just needs to work on his personality.
I don't think it's even him because did you see the one smacking talk episode?
Yeah.
He was personable as hell on it.
Well, then it's how they portray him. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they make him, how do I want to say it? Like, not like a silent killer, but you know what I mean? Like he says very little.
Yeah, they just haven't given him any opportunity.
Yeah, even the women's match was good with Becky and Natalya.
Yeah, but they're both all right workers, so I mean, but as far as boring, I mean, that's Natalya in a nutshell.
Yeah.
The most personality she ever had was when she was in a farting gimmick with fucking Great Khali.
Dude, I just remembered another match that was supposed to be on SummerSlam they gave away on fucking SmackDown.
Refresh my
The
memory.
Usos and the New Day, non-title.
Yeah. But they're not doing that at all for the pay-per-view?
No, they are. They're doing them for the belts, but I just meant they're on the pay-per-view as well. I don't understand why you would do the match, you know what I mean, on SmackDown when you're having it on Sunday.
Yeah, I have no idea. Maybe they just.
Oh,
couldn't
wow.
figure out
Lance
anything
says,
to do.
knowing WWE, they would have Cena win the record with a figure 4 for fuck's sake.
The day he died. From the hospital.
Yeah, that's terrible.
No, I mean, like, eventually records are meant to be broken.
Oh, yeah. Someone tried to tell me, they're like, oh, Randy Orton's going to break the record. I was like, you shut your damn mouth.
Yeah, I'm sorry. As much as I fucking hate both of them, Cena does more for that company. If there's any human
Yep.
being in history who deserves it, it's him.
He's earned it. And I
mean,
gotta
he's
tell
done
you,
more for pro wrestling than anybody, including Hogan.
yeah. Nobody's been on top as long as he has, at least in the modern era.
Ever.
Really?
Even Hogan. Cena's been around since 2002, I think it is. That's
Jesus
15
Christ, it's been that
years
long?
on top. Yeah, him and Orton at the same time.
Wow.
I mean, Hogan really didn't have. I mean, his name will be forever, but
Yeah, I'm trying to think about it. He had about, what, a 7-year run? 8
Yeah.
years?
Cena won his first title, his first world title. I want to say 2006. I mean, I could be wrong, but
It's
I think
about
it was,
there, yeah.
I think it was WrestleMania 2006. I mean, I could be wrong.
Let me double check real quick. I think you're right. But yeah, he's had, even Heyman has said it. No one has had a run like Cena on top. It was. Hang on a second. Yeah, it was WrestleMania 2005.
Oh yeah, so I was off by a year. That's when the spinner debuted.
Yes.
Fucking ugly ass title that I
Dude,
loved at the time.
I gotta tell you, Jinder showed up in his match with Cena. They had a good match.
Bro, I've been saying it. Jinder's not somebody to sleep on. I mean, at first everyone was like, "Oh, Jinder hasn't done shit." I mean, he's done pretty as far as as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible, but I think the longer he's had the belt, he's done better. You know what I mean? Like, he's starting to, like, be comfortable in his own skin, if that makes sense.
No, absolutely. Yeah, you took the word right out of my mouth.
Yeah, like, he's finally, like, kind of taking a breath and be like, okay, I can do this, and...
All right, this is really happening. I'm really champion. They didn't confuse me for somebody else.
Yeah. But no, and then the cash-in was, I think I cried laughing with Corbin losing. I don't think I've laughed that hard in a long time.
I think that was as good as it could have been. I think that was done so perfectly because Cena didn't interfere. Cena was on the apron and Corbin attacked him.
The only gripe I will have, and I'm going to nitpick, is Corbin's like watching Cena the whole time as opposed to looking at Jinder.
Yeah.
But that's like the small. I hate to like nitpick,
Right,
but that was the one issue.
Right. Because it wasn't a little thing. Because I noticed that the whole time, and I'm like, bro, stop looking at him. Fucking just,
Yeah, because from the angle they have the camera, you don't know that he's there. So it's like, just look at Jinder.
I mean, I also know he didn't want to fuck up his
spot.
Well, yeah, his what the hell is it called? His cue.
Yeah.
Because that's one thing with all of those super produced things. There's lots of cues people have to hit.
Yeah. I will tell you this, and you will laugh. My little guy was like beyond angry that Corbin lost the Money in the Bank briefcase.
I mean, that's the future right there. That's fucking
Dude,
modern
it
day
was
Maharaja.
so funny. He was like walking around the house because he had to go to bed after. He's walking around the house shaking his head, like pushing stuff off his fucking table. He was pissed. It was funny because I'm just like, well, I was like, WWE would be happy they got a reaction out of him.
That's what they wanted.
Oh, dude, I wish I had something I could have videotaped. It was like priceless.
Bro, you
'Cause
gotta get yourself a
I
fucking
was like,
old
you
cell
gotta go to
phone
bed, and he's like, "Ugh," like getting in bed, like so mad.
Yeah, you gotta get yourself like an iPhone or something just to record, if anything.
Oh yeah, dude. Like when I probably told you this, he used to call James Ellsworth a piece of scumbag. It was
My
so
mother
funny.
My mother still would wipe my mouth out if I called somebody a scumbag.
Yeah. It's just because he gets like so hot with the product, I can't like get angry at him because it's just funny. And like Lance said, it made you happy and your kid angry, so it worked good.
That's what they're going for with that.
Yeah, all right, moving along. 205 Live, what did you think of it this week?
I didn't dislike it. I thought it was an alright show. The Tozawa whatchamacallit thing, Neville thing I thought was pretty cool. I mean, but it's kind of what I expect, so.
Yeah, I personally wish they would show more of Metalik and Tony Nese.
Yeah. I like Metalik. I don't know, maybe because he's from Long Island. I don't have anything against him personally. I just, I mean, he looks great. I was never like, oh my god, I gotta watch Tony Nese work.
Yeah, and he just has like a very weird, like nasally kind of voice when he talks.
Yeah, I mean, I have nothing against him. It's
Oh
just,
no, I don't either. But it like when you hear, I'm like, when he talks, it's like hard to listen.
If I had to pick two from that group, it would have been Gulak and Metalik.
Yeah, I really like Drew, but I'm, he's a good dude, and I know him, so I'm already kind of like how you are with Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin could basically do anything, and I'd be a fan of his.
Exactly.
Except become Knockouts champion, then I'd have to be like, bro, what's going on with this?
You're going too far.
I know, it'd be a major title. I'm a Harvey Whippleman 2.0.
Yeah, there you go. Just, he's Harvey Wimpleman, but 6'6". I gotta tell you, bro, the Brian Kendrick, that shit's like not doing it for me. It's like wearing really thin.
I did like how they had Gallagher come out as like a serious person instead of just some fucking idiot who wears pinstripe rainbow trunks with a stupid fucking umbrella and a suit.
Yeah.
I like the fact that he came out. I mean, because he's a legitimate badass. Under his real name, something. Oh my god, it's on the tip of my. Jack Clappy Jack Clapperty.
He was a former mixed martial artist.
I think they were amateur fights. I don't know if they were professional, but yes, he's.
But
been
yeah,
in a
no, I don't know if they were
fighting.
professional, but I know he legitimately like fought in the octagon. Well, not UFC, but in a octagon.
Yeah, I forget what his real name is, but it's. On
Yeah,
the
that's
tip of my
that's
tongue.
what annoys me. They've like turned him into a joke.
Yeah, if they have him, I mean, you could have a guy. They could have had him like Regal, except just good. They didn't have to have him as a fucking, like tip Cheerio, chip Cheerio. No, Cheerio. There you go. Pip Cheerio. I said that back. I said chip Cheerio. What the fuck?
Yeah, there you go. Sign him up. I actually liked the match Kendrick and Mustafa Ali had, who I think has a ton of upside, Ali, but it's just the way they book him at times is weird.
Yeah, the way that I think the problem is that they have so many guys in 1 hour a week.
Yeah. Well, they finally got rid of the ropes.
What do you mean?
The purple ropes and everything.
Only during Raw. It was there for 205.
Oh, it shows you how much I fucking pay attention.
Because it was one of the things that I actually noticed. I was like, oh shit, they got the ropes back. Because I noticed that all those segments on Raw don't have the fucking whatchamacallit anymore.
Yep.
Don't have the I mean, but it's a stupid. They can't afford pyro. Why are they gonna fucking waste money on tape every week for
I think it's
literally like 4
more so
seconds?
because people know as soon as they started doing that they're coming out. So it's like, okay, let's go hit the merch stand, or let's go to the bathroom, or get something to eat, or you know what I mean?
If that very well could be it.
You know, where people know it's like, and I'm not saying it is, but to some it's just like a piss
what's
break
gonna happen
match.
next. Well, for a lot of them, yeah, because who are these little guys that I don't know? I never heard of this guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm from shithole.
Yeah, exactly.
Whole much WWE, and I like John Cena.
Yeah,
I'm a grown man who likes Roman Reigns.
exactly. I couldn't have put it any better. I actually like Arya Davari because like they're finally trying to make him more like heelish. And I think him and Swan was really good because I really like Rich Swan. He's one of the guys that actually has a gimmick that's over.
But what is his gimmick? He dances?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
I mean, people like him for sure. I mean, that's great, but I don't know. I just think, I don't know. They're not doing the right stuff with any of those guys.
No, it's a shame. And at the rate they're going, I don't see it lasting maybe another year, if that.
Well, they don't treat the title like it's worth anything. It's always on pre-shows. And, like, another thing is, why don't they ever defend, like, the UK championship at, like, a pay-per-view? Like, that should be all big pay-per-views like SummerSlam are. Title matches.
Well, in case I don't know if you are aware of this, it's Dunn that has the title now, right?
Yes.
He was supposed to defend it this past weekend at Progress, but he got hurt last Friday night and was unable to. He was supposed to be him and Jack Gallagher in New York City, I think. They were supposed to defend it, and he got hurt Friday night.
Wow, that sucks.
So this is how you know people in independent wrestling do not like you. The person that hurt him apparently is careless, or people think he's stiff and careless. And I have never seen so many independent wrestlers on social media go off on one guy at one time.
It depends. I mean, like, how did he hurt him? Because also remember, a lot of independent wrestlers, a lot of them, like the nobodies, kind of have a big mouth, like the fucking idiots who like try to beat up Grimm.
Yeah.
You know about that story, right?
Yes, I know the whole story.
Are you familiar with any of those workers?
Yes, I know both of them.
Well, they're a bunch of fucking shitheads, and I hope they're listening. They're mad that a fucking non-wrestler brought more people to their wrestling show than they could. There's no reason for that. And I don't care who's friends with who, you don't fucking attack somebody like a pussy.
No, and I've told people that before. I said, if you have a personal issue with someone, you do not take it out with them in the ring. You deal with that, face to face.
I mean, half that order, look, I'm sorry, you're wrestling in a fucking, like my living room is bigger than the venue that you're wrestling in. The only people who were there to see Grimm, not there to see your no-name asses in your fucking sandals and socks. Like, that bothers me. It's like, the guy's trying, the guy plugs everything, the guy brings money in, the guy's a draw.
Exactly.
I don't know if your son's on YouTube and stuff, but I'm sure, I mean, like, 90% of Grimm's
Yeah,
based.
little kids.
Yeah, and who buys merchandise at shows? I mean, and they're talking about him being disrespectful. I mean, like, disrespecting the business, bro. Like, you're like 65 pounds wearing socks and sandals in the ring. You're not disrespecting the business.
I hear you, bro.
Yeah.
No,
I'm sorry,
what?
I didn't get to say anything about that last week, and that really bothered me.
No, I understand. Okay, Jim said what happened. I don't know if you know this guy's name. It was Darius Carter that hurt him. He hit him, and I saw the video. I'll try to find it and send it to you. He hit him with the world. I don't know if it was a UK title belt, but it was a title belt. He hit him in the side of the head, and busted him open pretty good. And then he hit him with a pedigree on the belt, and he had his arms hooked and didn't let go.
Yeah, that's kind of a fucked up thing.
But I when I say independent wrestlers like went off, I'm not even talking about like Johnny No Names. I mean like.
Oh, that's understandable then.
It was like David Starr, and I know David Starr. He's a good dude. He went like livid on Twitter about this guy.
Yeah, no, I mean, because it's like I could see a bunch of guys who are up and coming who aren't in that spot yet shitting on, say, like a spot like what happened with Nakamura and Cena. Was it a bad spot? Yeah. You know, should people shit on Nakamura for it? No. You know what I'm talking about, right? When
Yeah.
You know, I mean, but I could see guys not in that position being, oh, look how dirty he is, look how sloppy he is, you know, yada, yada, yada. But, you know, like, you hit somebody with the title, and then you give them a move like the pedigree, and you don't release their arms where they can't defend themselves onto the title again.
And then you cost the guy money by him having to pull out of both of the shows that he was booked for on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, there's mistakes. That's not a mistake. You don't forget to release somebody's arm. You don't accidentally forget to release somebody's arm.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. It was bad.
I don't think he was trying to hurt him, but I just think that that's sloppy and careless. And it's like, sloppy and careless, you know, may not be intentional, but if I'm sloppy and careless at work, I will die.
Exactly.
You know, there's just, if you're in a job where you or somebody else could be very hurt by a mistake, not even an intentional one, you got to be held accountable.
Yeah.
So I understand that then.
No, absolutely. All right. What did you think of NXT this past week?
I watched some of it because I like that. What the hell is it? That big Viking.
Oh, I know who you're talking
beats the hell
about.
out of his opponent. Yeah. I like the thing that they did with Ember Moon and Asuka, kind of. Other than that, nothing really stood out. I don't care about Bobby Roode. Like,
I feel the same way when it comes to Roderick Strong. Not that he's not talented, he's just like blah. You know what I mean?
yeah, no, I agree fully.
Like he just doesn't like get me excited or turn the dial or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
That, and I just don't consider McIntyre like exciting. I don't.
No, I mean he's a fucking huge guy, but I could see that.
I mean, it's just like I don't know.
I agree with you. The show, I mean, for a go-home show, you don't really expect a lot. It was just kind of like, eh. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. There was nothing that really stood out. There's really nothing on the pay-per-view that's really like, oh, I have to go see it.
No, I agree fully. All right. Before we get out of here, I want to go over the TakeOver Brooklyn 3 card and SummerSlam and get your thoughts on each match.
All right.
There's only 5 as of this moment. for TakeOver Brooklyn 3. Maybe they'll add one, but there's only 5 right now. Johnny Gargano is going up against Andrade Cien Almas, and he has Zelina Vega with him now.
AKA Rosita.
Yes.
Garbage match. I don't see Gargano winning. They're trying to push Almas. I don't give a fuck about Almas. I'll be interested to see Johnny Gargano wrestle because I like him, but in general, that's about the only thing.
It just feels like he's kind of treading water till Ciampa comes back.
Yeah, for the most part.
I agree with you that Almas is probably going to win. At least they're trying to make him more like believable, and I actually like him as a heel.
Oh, I mean, I like him as a heel, but that's not to say he was fucking terrible as a face. He would come out in that stupid Cuban gimmick. He's Mexican. He'd come out looking like fucking Scarface.
And they unmasked him.
And his outfit that he would wear to the ring had nothing to do with the tights he was wearing. So to me, that's a big disconnect.
Oh, I agree. It seems like he's finally trying to kind of figured himself out, but you know.
But WWE has kind of figured him out.
Yeah, that too. All right. Next, we have Aleister Black against Hideo Itami.
Don't care. That was literally thrown together in a fucking segment outside.
Yep.
I mean, I don't see them having Black be beaten yet, but are they really gonna have Itami lose again?
It screams of, we got to find a way to get Tommy on the show. You know what I mean, dude? Just no rhyme or reason, just kind of clusterfuck throw it together. You know what I mean?
I mean, I could definitely see Itami back in New Japan within the next couple years.
Oh, absolutely. I would say in the next 12 months.
Yeah, I don't know how long of a contract he signed, but I don't see him.
But yeah, I could definitely see him leaving when his deal's up. All right, we have the Authors of Pain with Paul Ellering defending the NXT tag titles against Sanity.
Don't care. I think Sanity's a retarded version of the Wyatts. They're exactly the Wyatts.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I have zero interest in this card. Where's my heavy machinery?
What is it you say? Shut up and take my money.
Yes, shut up and say, I don't let them wrestle everybody on the roster at once.
Yeah, there you go. In a giant battle royal.
You know who I don't like? The new guys, the 2 black guys.
Oh,
yeah, they got the stupid Street Profits. But
yeah.
Profits spelled like money.
Yeah. Yeah, they're okay.
One guy I think has had 16 failed gimmicks.
Oh my god.
No, that's a huge gross overestimation, but it's just every time I see him, I'm like, didn't you have some other gimmick? He actually reminds me of one of the guys in WrestlePro.
Oh, really? Who?
Don't know his name.
Well, that's okay. All right.
He usually just comes out with a sweatband on his head and...
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about.
His name is on the tip of my tongue, too, because he's not a bad guy. He's a pretty nice guy, but...
I know exactly who you're talking about. I just don't know his name. All right. We have Asuka defending the Women's Championship against Ember Moon.
I think this is it for Asuka. I think it was supposed to be it for Asuka a while ago. And I think Ember Moon got hurt, and then they were like, fuck, now we're going to have her set all of these damn records.
Yeah, I tend to agree. I wouldn't be shocked if you see Asuka come up maybe this coming week, on either Raw or SmackDown.
Possibly. I mean, I'm just kind of opposed to the whole you lose the title, show up on the main roster kind of thing.
Yeah, I understand. Maybe
because you're a loser in the eyes of people who think titles mean something. You just lost. I was supposed to take you. You lost the B title. You lost the minor league title. Why do I think you're going to beat the champion?
I would
Why do I
agree,
think-
but the thing is, and we've talked about this before, over half the universe doesn't watch NXT.
That's my exact point. Like, you came from a show that's only on the network. Like, you're not even on TV. Like,
Yeah.
you held the independent title for 500 days. Because that's all it is like, oh, that you're like
I gotcha.
independent WWE.
I mean, honestly, it depends if WWE is actually going to go through with that shakeup that there was rumored about after SummerSlam.
I don't know, bro. This whole, like, the draft was a cool idea. Now these stupid shakeups are with no rhyme or reason. I like the old draft. Nobody knew where they were going. Everybody would sit around. The camera would be in the back. You would
Yeah, and
get
they'd
the
like have
legitimate
shocked
reaction.
faces, or they'd be pissed off, or whatever.
Because those were shoot reactions.
Yeah. Because the
what
one I always
JR
remember is
found out,
JR
JR
when he
didn't
looked
even-
like he wanted
yeah.
to murder somebody.
He didn't even know he was eligible for that.
Yeah.
They decided it that day.
Yeah, that was wild. All right.
I would love for them just to lay groundwork at SummerSlam for like an angle that doesn't end in a month. Like,
Yeah.
oh shit, it's the start of something, and it's like, 'cause that's how angles should be. It shouldn't be like, well, what angle are we in now?
No, I know what you mean. Like, make it drawn out, make it mean something.
Yeah, that and the fact that one angle goes into another one instead of it being like, well, it's time to start over again. Like, let's start all over at square one.
Yeah, like a
there's no
complete-
continuity.
A complete and utter reset.
Which is why I thought Baron Corbin cashing in on Nakamura wouldn't have been the worst. Even if he lost, it would have had continuity. Like,
Yeah.
because, that's...
Because they've had an issue.
Yes, exactly. And I would have put Nakamura like this. I would have planned it out better. I would have put Corbin over the first one, Nakamura over the second one. So Corbin wants his payback.
Yeah. That
And
makes
when
total
Corbin-
sense.
And when Corbin loses his cash in, they have a bit of an angle then.
Yeah. Alright, and the main event for NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3 is Bobby Roode defending the NXT title against Drew McIntyre.
I think they're gonna go with McIntyre.
It feels like it, doesn't it?
I mean, like, I don't know what they're doing with Rude. What's he doing otherwise? Nothing. It feels like he isn't on TV. I mean, maybe because I don't watch the full episodes because it's
Yeah.
so much not wrestling.
Yeah, I skimmed through it too.
But it's like sometimes I feel like I haven't seen Rude in forever.
Yeah. That's an interesting thing. Jim said in the chat to bring back the Lethal Lottery.
Hey, if it could be something different.
Hey, because what? We haven't seen that in 20 years or more?
Something, man. Just something other than Kevin Owens is now on Raw.
Yeah, I understand. Alright. I'm sitting here with the SummerSlam card in front of me. Apparently, there's 3 pre-show matches.
Yes.
I'm just going to go right down the list. Akira Tozawa defending the Cruiserweight title against the former champion Neville.
I don't see them giving it back to Neville after all, after his run. I think it's time for Tozawa.
Yeah, I agree with you. It would make no sense to me to let Tozawa win it and then let Neville win it right back like 5 days or 6 days later.
Yeah, especially especially this way. I mean, like, have him win it at a Raw and then lose it at a pay-per-view.
Exactly. And considering Neville held it for like a long ass time, it would kind of just like deflate the audience, and now it's like, okay, well now who is he gonna fight? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just, it's Neville did what they wanted him to do with the title, and I just think
Make it
it's better
relevant. Or at least as relevant as he could.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
it's not his fault that they were putting it on pre-show every card.
Yeah, and then giving it to a guy like, oh, by the way, I think TJP he's on something. Because go back and watch, look how fucking jacked TJP looks. TJP
Who?
was always TJ Perkins.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he came out on those fucking crutches, and I'm like, yo, I don't think he's 205 anymore. He looks a little too thick to still be 205.
That's funny. All right. Moving along, we have the New Day defending the SmackDown tag belts against the Usos.
I don't see the Usos winning it back.
No, I feel the exact same way. The thing is, I think this has to be the last time they wrestle. The reason being, they've wrestled like so much. It's just kind of like, ugh. Now, you know what I mean? Even though they're having fantastic matches, it's just like enough. You know what I mean?
It's fucking Generico Owens all over again.
Yeah. I agree with that. Alright, next we have The Miz Taraj, which is The Miz, Curtis Axel, and Bo Dallas fighting the Hardy Boys and Jason Jordan.
If there's I couldn't give a less of a fuck match, that's what this is, because there's no story there.
Nope.
There's nothing.
They just, here, let's throw you together.
The premise behind this match is, here, we're gonna put Jason Jordan on Miz TV. We're gonna make a point about him being booed, even though he's not being booed. That's what the whole segment when he was on. Go back and watch. How does it feel to get booed? He wasn't getting booed.
And it was like nobody cared.
Exactly. So that you talk about me, but don't talk about my father, Kurt Angle.
Yeah,
and
it was
then, like,
bad.
Originally, they wanted that was supposed to be for the title. It was supposed to be a one-on-one match for the title.
Yeah, and Jordan was going to win it.
Supposedly.
Yeah, that's supposedly, yeah. But yeah, I agree.
They realized he has the personality of a shoe.
Yeah, I still think the Hardys win.
Yeah. Oh, and you know that the Revival is out again, right?
Yes. I always forget the guy's name. The one guy, he like tore his bicep or something.
I think this time it wasn't
the other guy.
Yeah, it wasn't the guy it wasn't Dash Wilder. It was the other one.
It's Scott Dawson.
Dawson, yeah. Because I remember that the one who looks like his name should be Dash isn't Dash.
That's funny. But yeah, he might be out for a while from what I hear.
Oh yeah, it's a complete tear of his bicep.
Which is shitty luck for them.
Yeah, because they had just gotten back.
That's a very very good point, Jim. That match, the 6-man that they threw together, that's your bathroom breaker merch match there.
Well, that's your bathroom break for the pre-show, for your 2-hour pre-show.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, 6 hours, man.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You know why I didn't get tickets this year? Because I fell asleep in my seats last year.
That's crazy.
Yep, I fell asleep in my seat last year for half an hour, and I woke up when somebody's fucking pyro went off, and it scared the shit out of me, and I was like, oh shit, I wasn't even that, I hadn't even smoked that much. I had been there for 16 hours. With all the fucking pre-show stuff, so it's not like I was still, zooted.
Yeah. Alright, next we have Naomi defending the SmackDown Women's belt against Natalya.
I don't know. They just made that ugly fucking title, so... I mean, and it's Natalya.
I'm going to say Naomi just because, I don't know, I just can't... I would like to see Natalya win, it's just I think her personality is the thing that kills her.
Yeah, she's fucking terrible.
Alright, Alexa Bliss, the champion, defending the Raw Women's belt against the boss, Sasha Banks.
Bliss, because last week it was supposed to be Bayley.
Yes. Alexa Bliss will keep it. She's going to keep it for a while, I think.
Oh, did you see the video of the little kid smacking?
Yeah.
That's fucking funny, man.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
So is Naya, if you look at the video, and then I think you can actually hear Bliss say, did he just smack my ass?
And you hear like everyone gasp when he does it.
Yeah.
It was funny. All right,
I've
next
seen
we
one
have.
mouth breather was like, they should prosecute that kid.
I saw that shit.
He's fucking 10 years old, bro. You're just mad that that kid got more booty than you ever got.
All right. Your buddy Don't Hinder the Jinder Mahal is defending the WWE Championship against Shinsuke Nakamura.
It's my other buddy. I don't know. I am so
Torn?
I am so torn.
I kind of feel like Jinder's going to win now.
So do I.
Like, but in a heelish way, so that, like, when he does lose, like, it's not, like, Nakamura, if he does lose, it's not going to hurt him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know.
That's where I'm going to go with Jinder.
I would have a heart attack if Nakamura won, though.
I know
But
you
then
would.
I would be
I wish I
pissed
could,
off.
like, see your live reaction.
I would also be very pissed off if he does win it, for the sheer fact that I was in the building when he won the NXT title last year.
Yeah.
And the fact that I willfully chose not to go to Mania this year, SummerSlam this year, before I knew Nakamura was going to be.
Yeah.
So
What are you going to
kinda
do? All right.
Oh, I'm going to bitch on the internet. I'm a wrestler.
Oh, I know you will.
What do you think I'm going to do?
I'm going to be a fucking keyboard warrior.
Oh, yeah, bro.
All right. Next, we have AJ Styles defending the U.S. title against Kevin Owens with Shane McMahon as a special guest referee.
I hope AJ keeps it, and this is the end of this fucking feud, because it seems like Owens just gets overworked. Like, all of his, feuds are so overdone.
You know what? Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. I'm going to throw you a curveball here, and this is just a total shot in the dark. I don't know if it's legitimately going to happen. I want to see Kevin Owens win, but actually Shane McMahon turn heel.
It's possible, but I think the heel McMahon era, other than Stephanie, is kind of going to be over.
Just a total, like, shot in the dark kind of thing. But who knows? And now we get down to a couple of the, as I call them, the who gives a fuck matches.
Wait, those weren't the who give a fuck matches?
No. It gets worse. Randy Orton versus Rusev.
Bro, that's going to be match of the decade. What are you talking about? That's the bathroom break for the main card.
Yeah. And it's sad because Rusev is actually a good worker.
Yeah, he's not bad.
I want Rusev to win, but I'm fairly certain Randy Orton will win.
It's possible.
You know, because he loves to bury young talent too.
Well, I don't know how much of a say he really has.
I know, I'm just being an asshole. But yeah, if you made me, like, bet money, I would say Orton. And then we get to your favorite match of the night, Ryan. The Big Show versus Big Cass with Enzo Amore in the shark cage.
I truthfully hope the shark cage falls down, kills Enzo, Cass, and the Big Show.
Those two matches are when you want, like, what you call them, piss break, merch break, food. Those are the two matches for the main show you need to go.
Yeah, can we just have those two? Like, I don't understand why Enzo Amore in a cage isn't on the pre-show. And a title match isn't on the main card.
No, I absolutely agree with you. And there's two title matches on the pre-show.
Yeah.
Which is an embarrassment to me. I could care less about this match. I'm assuming Big Cass will win, but I don't care.
Bro, the IC title is on the pre-show. That's what you have to say.
And the cruiserweight belt is on there, and the SmackDown tag belts are on there.
No, SmackDown. No,
Yeah.
that's on the main card. The undercard is the Hardys.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
That's the third match. The stupid 6-man tag with Jason Jordan.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Next is Finn Balor, aka the Demon, versus Bray Wyatt.
Don't give a fuck. Stupid match.
I'm fairly certain Finn Balor is going to beat Bray Wyatt as the Demon because he had to summon the Demon to beat him. Which to me is just silly.
Another match with, that's another match with weeks of build-up for absolutely nothing.
It's flat, you know what I mean? Like it's just falling flat. And
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know if it's both talents or if it's creative or you know what I mean? Like I don't know why it's just blah.
No idea. Bad booking. I don't know. It's just Bray talking all of his stupid stuff that nobody cares about. So I don't know.
Oh wow, that's interesting. Lance said he read the reason that they're putting Enzo in that shark cage is to punish him because apparently he's like deathly afraid of heights.
Well, I've been hearing a lot. Like I found out what got him kicked off the bus. Did you hear that?
Yes.
Okay. And you heard about the stripper
for
story?
those that aren't aware, if it's the same thing you heard, he got kicked off because he was overheard saying that he doesn't actually like wrestling.
No. Because he was putting over how much money he makes, and
Yes.
how much of a star he is, and how famous he is, and all that. There was no humility.
Yeah. And then the other thing I heard, he apparently brought like questionable people backstage and they were like taking photos and doing things that like you shouldn't do if you're backstage.
You know, everything that when we were talking about how to interview, and I said these are the things to avoid, they were doing all of that. They were being fucking marks.
Yeah.
And you don't do that. If you're around these people, you go there, you're grateful that you're there, and that's it. Like, you don't act like a mark.
It's very true. And I agree with you, Jim. Jim said in the chat it's BS that the IC belt isn't being defended.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. The fact that the IC champion isn't even on the main card is terrible.
Yeah, I agree. Next, we have John Cena versus Baron Corbin.
I see Corbin winning.
Yeah, because everything I read is after SummerSlam, Cena's going to Raw.
That's... Oh, boy. Now his name is actually like they call him the free agent, John Cena, same way as they do the artist Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen it on a commercial. They're like, the free agent, John Cena.
Here, you'll enjoy this one, Ryan. Lance says that wrestling is a lot like the mafia. Don't bring in outsiders.
Again, I'm going to be devil's advocate. If it wasn't for outsiders, you never would have had WrestleMania be as popular as it was.
Very true.
You gotta be careful what outsiders you bring in, and you definitely don't give them a mic, because then you end up like, how big is that guy?
Yeah, that's
What was
true.
that, Art Donovan?
Yeah.
I think that's who it was.
Yeah. The dude from the Baltimore Colts.
Yeah, and
He
then
did. It was like King of the Ring '94, I think.
And then there was a woman too. I don't think it was Mary Tyler Moore, but there was one. She had no idea.
Oh yeah, I remember. I know who you're talking about.
That was maybe WrestleMania 4. Susan Lucci? No, not Susan Lucci. But yeah.
Vanna White.
No. I would have had a hard on. I love Vanna White. No, it was. She was just there to walk somebody down, but it was somebody who was actually commenting with Vince. and
Huh.
she had no fucking idea. I just seen it on something. They were talking about it. I don't think it was Mary Tyler Moore. Maybe somebody in the chat can remember. But it was one of the early WrestleManias, I believe it was. But no, he's right. You're gonna be careful who you bring in, and you
Yeah.
gotta make sure that the people you bring in aren't gonna get you in trouble.
Exactly. Either
And
way,
understand the respect.
I'm going with Corbin.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Next, we have Cesaro and Sheamus defending the Raw tag belts against Ambrose and Rollins.
I see Ambrose and Rollins. I think they're gonna do.
I'm on the fence with this one. If they win, I don't think they're winning the belts.
No, you don't think that they would do it for like a huge like merch surge because they're doing so bad for money right now? Not bad for money, but they can definitely use.
Yeah, no, it's possible.
Here's a question: what theme do they come out to?
Ooh, yeah.
See, I think when assigning people themes and letting Roman keep it, I think they kind of shot themselves in the foot with ever being able to do a valid Shield reunion because, like, that would just be awesome. Imagine that after not hearing it for 4 years. Bam it, dan it, bam, bam, dan it. Like, that would be amazing, and it's not going to be that. We can hear you
It's
whispering.
Susan St. James is the person Lance
Yes.
said.
Yes, he's completely right.
We can hear you whispering, Shane.
Yeah, he walked away that quick. All right, and last but not least, Ryan, is Brock Lesnar defending, excuse me, the Universal title against Roman Reigns, Samoa Joe, and Braun Strowman.
I think the Brony Man is gonna win.
That would be very cool. I'm gonna go with Joe.
Maybe Joe, but yeah, I mean, I want to see fucking Strowman. I don't care if Joe gets the title. I want to see Strowman get it, which is a huge cry from a year ago at this time.
Well, he's white hot right now. It'd be the smart thing to do.
Yeah, crowd loves him.
I agree. Oh, now we have 6 hours of SummerSlam to try to quote unquote enjoy.
You enjoy it.
That's funny. All right, everybody. We're going to get out of here for tonight. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, give it a thumbs up, all that good stuff. And we will see you back next week. Have a good night,
Adios.
everybody.